and this is the last day of the REI sale. Lately, I've been trying to do a lot of outdoor activities, a lot of outdoor stuff. I go to my favorite REI store nearby to get a bunch of my gear, or actually I order it online for delivery most of the time. Primarily why I'm talking a lot about REI, because I've moved more towards it, outdoors, fitness, and health, more so now than ever before. So let me get started. This is REI's Gear Up and Get Out sale. I did a video about this previously, talking about all the deals that were advertised in their magazine thing that they sent out to members. This is primarily a members-only sale, so you should be an REI member. It's co-op membership, lifetime, $30 one-time fee. You should just get it done if you at all love the outdoors, and especially if you have an REI near you. So REI, Gear Up, Get Out sale. These are some of the standout deals for me personally. I put them here on my website, mikemoo.com. It's, if you're looking at it today, which is last day, November 20th, you will find it there as the one and only post from recently. Okay, so standout deals for me personally, numbers 1 through 8. Okay, number 1, REI E1.1 and 1.2 bikes. Last time these were on sale were several months ago, and it has not been this low for a long, good while. People thought that it'd be back earlier, but no, this is basically their Black Friday sale. You save 40% on these bikes. These are phenomenal deals on an entry-level, do-everything type of bike. Okay, just comfortable, sit upright. It's got the built-in rack, at least on one model. If you want the suspension, it's got the rack on the back, it's suspension in front. If you want a little bit more battery life and range and a front rack, then you get the 1.2. The price difference basically accounts for the size of the battery. Other than that, geometrically, the way they ride, everything else is the same minus the suspension fork. So generally, if you are completely new, you want a little bit more comfortable ride, I would say get the suspension fork model. It's a better deal. You save over $240 versus the one with a bigger battery. These batteries are replaceable. They probably do about the standard 500 full charge cycles. So you can charge it from 0 to 500 before 0 to 100%, 0 to 100%, and charge 500 times before you notice a reasonable drop. Okay, noticeable, reasonable drop. So by that, you're looking at like 20,000 miles. Was it 20,000 miles? Okay, so pedal assist range is 34. Let's say you only get 30 miles, all right? 30 times 500. So that is a lot. Alexa, what's 30 times 500? Hey Siri, what is 30 times 500? So 15,000 miles before you see a reasonable drop in battery life. That's more than most people tend to ride, but if you're a serious rider, you can get these batteries, all right? These are actually Bafang batteries, and you can get them separately. Okay, so 15,000 miles before you might need another battery pack, but you can get a separate one just for backup. Okay, so that's my number one deal. I feel like if it's time for you to consider getting an e-bike, I know gas price is a little bit low right now. That makes these less popular. Okay, it's still great to have. All right, so the last time I had this on sale, I did this video here on YouTube. Hey, Mike here, REI. And this was 3 months ago. Okay, so 3 months ago, they had this sale. All right, so check it out. I suggest what you do is you order it online for pickup. Go straight to REI. Ask them to do a test ride, all right, before finalizing. They'll get it all set up, ready for you to ride based on your height, etc. Go for a test ride. Make sure that they don't pump the tires to the max. Someone else mentioned that when they did a test ride and they had the tires pumped to the max, the ride was terrible. And that's true of most bikes when you go out and you're expecting more comfortable ride. So don't have them, just release some air. Okay, not too much. Just give it a good little pinch test. It should give away just a little bit. And then go out for a test ride and then come back and tell them, hey, I want it. And they'll be great. Sign this paperwork, and then that's when they charge your card. They'll do a pre-authorization first. Okay, so that's E1.1. I did a little video about that down below. You can check that out there. Next thing, the Snow Peak Takibi Fire and Grill. This is for glampers. Okay, Snow Peak is a very premium Japanese brand. They make really great products. This is for people who are going to glamp and for people who like to take care of their gear. Now, even though it's stainless steel, keep in mind these things do end up rusting. That's basically what a lot of people mention, is that if you're not taking care of the equipment, it still will rust. It is stainless steel. You can replace the parts. They sell these little parts separately from Snow Peak. It's possible to do that, but just keep that in mind. Now it says it's $349.95, but actually when you add it to the cart, it's actually 40% off. Okay, so let me show you that. That's the case. $349. Okay, go to the cart. And you will see that the total is actually $209.89. Okay. Consider that as a great gift for someone who likes to go camping or glamping. Something a little bit fancy. Traditional style with the fire. Okay. Next thing, 30% off REI Co-op clothing. A lot of great deals here. I'm not going to get too far into it because, look, even my local store has 349 items in stock. I see one of the first ones is the 650 fill down jacket, $90. That's a great deal. It is a great deal for anybody who's going to be out in the cold. So consider that. But just all around everywhere down here. Look, Magma 850 for $174.29. That's also a pretty good deal. You go down list, you'll easily find something great. Okay, next, 25% off of Smart Wool. I love Smart Wool clothing. It's so great for travel. The wool is warm, it's lightweight, it's not super scratchy the way things used to be back when, I don't know, when your grandmother knitted you a sweater in wool. It's not the same. These are fantastic. Now, some of them you got to go in to feel and try, but I find that most of their products are generally sized to what you expect. Makes a really great gift. The only people I need to caution against is anybody who has moths around the house. You're going to have to put in mothballs and everything because it is wool and they will eat through it. Okay, so Smart Wool. Got some Smart Wool clothing. 20% off Thule and Yakima. They do this every major sale season. I think they've done it 3 times this year. It's basically general 20% off. And it's not just REI that has it. Okay, you can get this from other outdoor retailers that are authorized dealers. The selection will vary. Okay, but I think that when you get it from REI, it's great because you got a whole year satisfaction guarantee. So even a year later, you bought it and used it only once. Your reason could be, I just don't use it enough to justify the price. Perfectly valid reason. They'll take it back and then it'll show up in their resupply/garage sale. That's Thule and Yakima car racks. I'm looking into getting an EXO gear locker gear set. I got the gear locker the other day from a resupply item. And I have the cage from yet another sale, also from the resupply. Now I just need to get the main pieces to put the things together. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, next item. AeroPress Go Travel Coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, this makes sense. Coffee drinker, you travel, and maybe you're the only coffee drinker. This is one of the whole kit. You're about ready to go. All you need to do is add your ground coffee and also hot water when you're out. Love it. This is a great price. It makes a great stocking stuffer for any coffee drinkers who are out, or even when I used to use this in the office. And particularly when I'm traveling, hotel rooms. Okay, I bring my own little water heater and then I just boil up some water, put in my ground coffee with my portable coffee grinder, and then I have great coffee to go. Don't need to go make a trip to Starbucks. Don't need to stop by a coffee shop unless you really want to. It's great that I can have it early in the morning before we can head out, before I have potentially my second cup over at a cafe. All right, support the local small businesses. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is this biking jacket. Sub-Z cycling jacket, men's. I had the opportunity to wear this these past few days. And it is great. It is fantastic with an additional 20% off. Okay, make sure you put in the Gear Up code. Sometimes they remind you on checkout to use the REI code. I have this color. It looks fantastic. I'm nowhere near as skinny as this guy. I got a size, I think I got a size large. For a lot of cycling things, at least I found that compared to regular clothing, I need to do one size up. Normally I'm wearing a size medium. Now I need to be a size large. So keep that in mind. While you can order two and then return one of them, you can only use the code on one item per order. And notice I said one item per order. So I have found that I've been able to get 20% off on multiple orders. So they haven't caught on to that yet, or they're just allowing it. Or maybe I'm just because I'm doing it once a day, something like that. I'm not sure. So I highly recommend this. If you want, I'll have a link of me wearing it so you can see what it looks like, what a large looks like on a 180-pound Asian man. And then finally, I was personally looking at this stuff. Okay, the Garmin deals. Now, this is a top seller. This item does not often go on sale. And particularly for people who are going snowboarding, skiing in a remote region, or out where you have absolutely no reception and you want a backup plan, just in case so people know where you are. People have died by not having one of these out traveling. Now, if you have an iPhone and you have one of the service plans that allow you to use the emergency satellite signal, that may be enough, particularly if you don't take too many risks. Seriously, every season, someone dies because they do not have reception. They got stranded somewhere skiing, usually related to weather they were not prepared for, and you take a wrong turn, right? And then nobody can find you because then the snowstorm comes in. Sad, but true. It makes sense the Garmin InReach Mini is a popular top seller item right now. Consider this, $299.99. You will have to activate it. Don't do it just before you go on a trip. Give it a couple of days to activate because their system has to push it through, and then you can't actually use it until it's activated. And you do have to pay a fee to do this, okay? It is not free, but it's reasonably priced. I'll say that. I think activation fee was like $30 when I did this last year. And then the plans, they have different plans for you to choose from. Are reasonably priced, $30 a month. And then you can cancel, all right? You can cancel, you can suspend service. I think what I did was I suspended service for like 10 of the 12 months that I wasn't needing it because I wasn't doing any extensive out of satellite or out of cell tower range stuff. Okay, the Garmin InReach Mini doesn't get on sale that often. This is one of those times where you'll probably want to get it and then be glad that you have it if when you go on a trip. Now, I've been looking at some of these other watches. I have an Apple Watch Ultra. It does most of everything I want to do. I'm biking a lot now, and I use Garmin Bike Computer. I wish that the Apple Watch would integrate better with everything, but it doesn't. So I am considering getting one of these watches. Since I'm mostly biking, I don't do running. Occasional snowboarding. Maybe I'll do a little bit of running, I'm not sure. If you wear one of these, please give me a recommendation if you get a chance. You can watch a video this far and let me know. One thing I know that some people are going nuts about in the cycling community are these Garmin trainers. There's the Garmin TAC X Flux 2 Smart Trainer for $599.99. That's 33% off. People think it's a great deal. The reviews only show 2.5 stars though. And then there's the Neo 2T Smart Trainer. I don't know what the difference is in particular by this, other than you got this extra piece down here, which probably, if you're a pro athlete, you'll know what this is. Unfortunately, it is sold out for the sale because the people that really wanted it went up and ordered it right away, and now they're out of stock. But the $599 one probably is still in stock. So this is the perfect season for you because if it's snowing outside, you can't get on your road bike. At least not safely anyway. Having one of these to do some real training at home or in your home gym or wherever it is you go, it looks portable enough that if you are traveling with your bike, probably not most people, 33% off, you cannot argue with that. And then you got the guarantee with REI. Okay, so one other major thing that I got from this sale is, and wasn't specifically at the Gear Up Get Outside sale, it was just a couple days before that, was I got a new e-bike. And it wasn't the Gen E 1.1. That'd be something more for my wife. I got the Topstone Neo that I did a video on. Let me see. Cannondale. All right, Cannondale. Topstone Neo. I had test rode it several months ago. Really liked it. Was waiting for it to drop in price, and it did. So 20% off is the deal that I got. It's finally discontinued. I don't know why it took them this long, because clearly Cannondale is working on the next generation of this, and it's probably going to come out next year, obviously. This is discontinued. I've put, I don't know, maybe less than 100 miles on it so far, because I've only had it about a week or so. A week and a half? Probably a week or so. But it is great. It's got everything that I had wanted. The only thing I wish was that it was at a lower price or higher end componentry with the lefty fork. But this is the only one they had available right now. So 20% off. I bit the bullet. I got it. And I'm really enjoying it right now. And I'm just biking everywhere except for Costco. Okay, Costco. Sometimes when you need to carry a big turkey, a bunch of meats and all that stuff home, it's just easier just to drive. But yes, I'm moving towards more biking and less driving. So I'm getting up to that level, and the electric bike definitely helps me with that. I still get my cardio in, and I get the miles in. And so far, it's been really great. The only thing I wish was that I got this when it was more prime biking season. Right now, it's getting cold and getting dark really fast. So I've just got to travel and light myself up like a Christmas tree. And I guess that's the challenge over there. I'm still trying to work out what the best combination of lights are on this, and also the panniers and the bike and cargo stuff, getting everything all mounted. Still figuring that out. I'll share that later on in a little bit more of a video overview of the status of the bike later. Okay, so those are the main things that I looked at and got from the Gear Up and Get Out sale. And today is the final day. So you will want to get in there, get online, order for delivery. If it's a big item, order for pickup. And if it's an e-bike, order for pickup at your local REI so you can give it a test ride before you take off with it. And again, really consider this. Oh, another thing. The Burley trailers are also 20% off. And yeah, I also recommend those too. I need to add that to my list. We're going to be trying out one of these honeybee strollers this Christmas. My family's coming into town, and we're going to try to do a whole bike ride thing together and bring along little ones. So we're going to have one of these. I have a Nomad cargo trailer, which I absolutely love. I did a big long road trip from San Francisco down to almost LA. I forgot what county it was. I made it. Morro Bay, San Luis Obispo, and it performed flawlessly. I may have overloaded mine, but it really performed flawlessly. So I highly recommend Burley gear and Burley equipment. And 20% off is a good deal. It doesn't typically get much lower than that for the Burley trailers. Okay, that's it for this short little video. Get out there, get outside, get some gear, go have some fun, and be safe. Thanks for watching.